Um, X's here. That's right, I turned it. Everything before I start streaming. Before I start actually encountering shit. This is going. Could be good. Alright, we are good. Alright. I need to buy a new freaking desk chair, man. My desk chair is so uncomfortable right now. It's also really bad for my posture. Desk chairs are so freaking expensive, dude. I don't know why desk chairs are so expensive. Um, Next couple of days are gonna whoop my ass. Next couple of days are gonna whoop my ass. Yo, how's it going? Definitely gonna hit 3,000 encounters before the end of the weekend. I'm looking forward to that. Not looking forward to the rest of the weekend. I'm looking forward to that at least. The rest of the weekend's gonna suck. Actually, the next, like, 4 days are gonna suck. Gotta be up in 12 hours to go to work. Actually, tomorrow's shift starts in less than 12 hours. Then I gotta stream on Sunday or Saturday. Tomorrow as well. Then I gotta do my ball joints and my tie rod end on Sunday. And then I gotta stream that night as well. Then I gotta get up early Monday morning to go take my truck to get aligned. Oh. How's everybody doing? Just in case my brother calls me. What's going on with everybody? Everybody doing all right? Mm-hmm. Good Christ. My his fucking leg so YouTube chat not. Look like YouTube's fucked up. Hmm. 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 Today I worked on my I worked on replacing stuff on my serpentine belt. I had a check engine light that was, at least I thought was related to my I thought it was related to my throttle body, or the sensor connected to the throttle body. But replacing the belt tensioner, the idler pulley, and the serpentine belt somehow made my check engine light go off. I don't know how the hell that works. But, I mean, I suppose. Still gotta fix the throttle body stuff, but if it works, it works, I guess. Shit, I don't know. I really don't know how the hell it did that. But I'm not gonna complain. It's nice to have that done, though, so, because on Sunday, when I have to work on my, ball joints and my tie rod end for my truck, that's one less thing that I have to do, is the serpentine belt stuff. So, very happy about that. Thank you for the follow, man. I didn't see that until just now. Thank you. I appreciate you. Hope my mic is being picked up good. I'm not talking the loudest. But... I will be right back. Oh, good, brother. What you doing? My day's been weird, I guess. Not terrible, but definitely not the best. Yeah, I changed out the parts for my serpentine belt that I was planning on changing out this weekend. I did them today because I got called off of work. Yep. What was your day today? Man, I'm tired. Gotta wake up early tomorrow. Wake up early and go into work at 8 a.m. I had to switch my Wednesday shift to a Saturday morning shift because I was out on Wednesday. I couldn't go into work. I had other stuff that I needed to do. So I gotta make up that time. I gotta go to work at 8 tomorrow. Still be streaming on Saturday, or I'll still be streaming tomorrow though. Yes, sir, I am. You know, it's funny how life gets so busy so quickly. Thinking about changing my layout and my tracker on both Twitch and YouTube. I don't know quite yet. I hope I get Arceus tomorrow. Shit. I will be right back. I can imagine playing Rivals. Good, dude. Good. I did get to Lavender Town yesterday. Hell yeah. That means you've done, what, 3 gyms now? Nice. I've been thinking about buying Leaf Green and a second capture card. Try to get Gengar tomorrow. I would go for Gengar if it was anything besides Gen 1, 2, or 3. Gengar's not that good in the original generations. Specifically because of the physical special split. But I'm thinking about buying Leaf Green and using my Switch 1, buying a new capture card and hunting 2 starters at one time. Although if I were to do that and I were to get the second starter before I got Charmander, I would flip shit. I would go crazy. That's definitely true. It is not about the stats. It is about who you like to use. That is definitely true. I just look at things analytically as well. Sometimes when I play these older games, I use Pokemon that I never normally would use. Like one of my not one of my one of the Pokemon that I had in my all shiny team of Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, I used the shiny Beedrill that was smacking everything. Yeah, it was a Mega. I also have a shiny Rhydon with like 500 base attack. And you know what? That's a Pokemon that I might use on this team. I might use a shiny Rhydon. I might use a Rhydon. I might shiny hunt it. I don't know. Still not quite sure if I want to use a if I want to do a shiny badge quest for this or not. Like it sounds fun, but it also sounds terrible because I feel like I'd be here for the rest of the year doing a shiny badge quest. Currently hunting Charmander too. This is a pain. Yeah, no, for real. This is a pain in the ass hunt, but I like these longer hunts. Do you have any other hunts planned for this game? Because I have pretty much all of the reset hunts planned for this. I think for your first playthrough on Switch, you should over. Not so far. All I'm worried about right now is getting this damn thing. How many encounters are you at? Or how many hours? $10? I'm at 20 so far. This is my 10th day of streaming this. And I can really only, like... yes, 10 more to go before I catch up. If I had 2 capture cards, I'd be doing 2 hunts simultaneously right now. I do plan on buying a second capture card, just when I have more money to do so. I've got, like, all of the hunts that I want to do if I don't end up doing a shiny badge quest for this game, I already have planned out. And it's gonna take a long time. Unless I get some of these encounters in like 100 and 200 encounters. I do not foresee that happening. Just this hunt specifically, I fully expect me to be here for another 8,000 encounters. Apparently some people get it in like 20 encounters. Yeah, dude, I fucking wish. I wish, dude. When your shiny luck has been as lucky as mine, there is no reason to have faith in a longer hunt. Yeah, 20 encounters is really nuts. That's very true. I wish I could get this thing in 20 encounters. But I gotta be honest with you, I'm actually really happy just sitting back, talking to people on stream, hunting shiny Charmander. I don't care how long this hunt takes me. Just say I'm fucking done with this hunt and then you'll get it within 100 encounters. Trust? Nope, I will not be doing that. I'm fully okay if this hunt goes over 20,000 encounters. I'm fully okay with that. Do I want it to go over 20,000? Absolutely not. But I'd be okay with it. I hope to get this shiny here soon, though. I really do. This would be... very nice. The devs you heard, guys, make it 20,000. No! No! Please, for the love of God, do not make this hunt 20,000 encounters long. That would be hell on earth for a shiny hunter. Although I've definitely seen hunts go over 20,000 encounters in these older games. Like, it's not necessarily uncommon. Although apparently there's like a 90% chance that you'll end up getting a 1 in 8,192 shiny within like 6,000 encounters. I wish that was true, but I just cannot believe that. Okay, this one guy with Mudkip took like... Okay, yeah, my Mudkip took less than 1,000 encounters on Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Um, and I don't want to. I don't want to do the RNG manipulation thing. I know it's not a glitch or really an exploit, but how's everybody on Twitch doing? Feel like chatting? Got a couple viewers. Mm-hmm. I will get this shiny before 2,700 encounters. That is my guess. I'm going to try to make an educated guess every time I stream. Like today's current educated guess is before 2,700 encounters. There is no education to it. It's just an educated guess. Good God. I've still got to record stuff after this too. Anybody got any opinions on Winds and Waves? The starters, the trailer, anything? I'd actually love to talk about Winds and Waves specifically because it's the newest games that are announced. I'd love to know what you guys are hoping for in terms of like the direction they take that game. Because I've got a few ideas myself. I'm gonna do one random encounter of Squirtle. Why not? One random encounter of Squirtle. If I get a shiny Squirtle here, whole setup's going out the window. Just saying. Stream's done. Whole setup's going out the window if I get a shiny Squirtle right here. I don't know about anybody else, but I really dislike shiny Squirtles, Lore Turtle, and Blastoise. Really do not like the shiny for Squirtle. The Squirtle line. My favorite starter of all time? Ooh. That's a question. Who is my favorite starter of all? Probably Totodile? I would say probably Totodile is my favorite starter of all time. Really, really like Totodile. Actually, another hunt that I kind of want to do, now that I think about it. I would love to do a Gen 2 hunt for Totodile. But that also sounds really terrible, because the resets in Gen 2 are very long. Is your favorite starter of all time TRX? Damn, you know, I kind of want to play Link to the Past right now. Mm-hmm. I'm 1 follower on Twitch away from 30. Cool. I'm happy about this. Here's a question I feel like everybody can answer if they want to. What is your favorite generation of Pokemon? What's your favorite region? Am I Mm-mm. Oh, 100 encounters already. "75 encounters before my guess is wrong." Hmm. Mhm. What the fuck? Within the next 5 encounters, I will get the shiny. In the next 5 encounters. So before 2634. Counters. This last encounter be shiny? Oh. I want to move on to something else. Right. Last encounter. This is the shiny right here. I wish I could call a shiny once, dude. I watch videos all the time of people like John Stone calling the shinies. I wish. That's so true, dude. John Stone is him. John Stone is one of the goats of shiny hunting for sure. I would consider the John Stone, A-Drive, and PM7 would be the top three shiny hunters in my opinion. PM7 specifically because he just gets shinies without having to hunt for them. And A-Drive has been on a shiny hunting, like a shiny living dex hunt for fucking almost a decade, it feels like. When you subscribe to PM7, you get more shinies. Dude, you're so right. Let me renew my subscription to him real quick before this encounter. You're so right, dude. PM7. Alright. Subscribe to PM7. But sorry. My brother just got home with my truck. Luckily, my new serpentine belt didn't come off. Unfortunately, my truck is still squeaking, so I'm pretty sure I need a new alternator. Well, I probably don't need a new alternator, but the alternator pulley is probably what's squeaking. So, if it's just the alternator pulley that's squeaking, I have no reason at all to change my alternator out. However, if my battery stops charging, then I have a reason to pull the alternator out and put a new one in. So, I pray to God that doesn't happen though. Alternators are probably pretty expensive. Alternators are cheap. Really? At least for my Honda. I've got a Chevy. Nothing on my Chevy has been cheap so far. Even the freaking sway bar links were like $50. Got a 99 EK hatch, so everything is crazy cheap. That's fair. And Hondas are really easy to fix as well. So far, my Chevy, pretty much everything that I've had to fix on my Chevy has been a bitch. The only thing that hasn't been terrible is the serpentine belt components. I just switched out my belt tensioner, my idler pulley, and the actual belt itself. Yeah, when it comes to Hondas, it's like playing Underground under the hood. Not one difficult thing, yeah, for real. I wanted a Honda, but this is what I chose to get. I chose to get a Silverado. Doing ball joints and tie rod end on Sunday, so I'm not looking forward to that. But I'm saving a hell of a lot of money on labor doing all this shit myself, so. I took it, needed a car to learn manual, and it had Jeeps, so I went with Honda. Yeah, fair enough, dude. I want to learn manual, but I don't know what kind of car that I want right now. I've heard Honda Fits are really good to learn manual on. Yes, bro, Honda Fits are amazing. I've had people tell me go with a Nissan Altima to learn manual on, but that's not fucking happening. I'm telling you, probably the most reliable car besides a Toyota. Fair. Toyotas are extremely reliable. Yeah, no. I don't remember who exactly told me to go with a Nissan Altima to learn manual, but I would not take any amount of car advice they gave me ever. Transmissions on Nissan Altimas are literally just like 50,000 miles and it's going to explode. One accidentally shift. Yeah, for real. Transmissions on Nissans are terrible. My brother has a friend who is learning manual. He's had to change his clutch. I think he said 5 times now. It's like, dude, just hang up the keys at that point. Sell the car and get something else. You're not good at driving manual. Bro must be burning the living hell. Yeah, for real. I swear to God, like, the actual mechanics, like, I know the mechanics of driving a manual, and it doesn't seem that bad. It's just, do I have the coordination to actually do it? I won't know. Currently, the car that I want the most is a 1984 to 1988 Lincoln Town Car. That's what I want the most at the moment. But those cannot be manuals, unfortunately. Felt the same thing, and just by knowing the mechanics I learned with 3 to 4 days, yeah, for real. It's... I'm like, it literally can't be that bad. I mean, shit, I like my automatics, but something in me really wants a manual. One warning though, once you start driving manual, automatic is gonna turn insanely boring. Yeah, I've heard that. But I mean, it is what it is. If I go to an automatic, or a manual rather, if I go to a manual, I'll probably end up just keeping the manual and then using the truck that I have for anything that I need a truck to actually do. One of my coworkers has a 1991 Honda Accord manual. That thing is so nice. The way I see it is keep both manual for in town and messing around, and automatic truck for long trips and hauling stuff. Yeah, exactly. That's the way that I would look around it. All right, that's the way that I would look at it as well. I've actually just started to. I just started to learning on cars when I bought the truck because it was my first car and I don't want to have to pay mechanic labor bills. Didn't know anything before I got my Civic. I learned everything on it. Yep. That's the way I look at it with my Silverado. You have a dream car? Currently my dream car is the town car that I was talking about earlier. I can definitely buy one for somewhere between $5,000 and $10,000. The problem is if it needs to be fixed, the parts are gonna be kind of expensive. And also kind of rare. Plus gas. Gas in my truck is already really expensive. And I have a V6. A V8, I'm gonna go through even more money on gas. On an RX-7 FD, but maintenance is hell, and it's 40K for a... I have no idea what an RX-7 is, so I'm gonna look that up. X7 FD. Oh, it's a Mazda. Ooh. That thing looks nice. That thing looks really nice. What about you, TRX? Do you have a dream car? Yes, but it's a rotary engine, so I would have to relearn everything I know. Oh, yeah, I've got not the first clue about rotary engines. I mean, I understand how rotaries work, but not on an engine. All I know is it's a spinning Dorito. Oh, Lord have mercy. So what other games do you play? Are you a big fan of Pokemon, or? Honestly, no, not right now. I like some cars, though. That's fair. Back when I was a kid, my dream car was a Mustang GT. But I played Pokemon when I was a kid and recently came back to it for the nostalgia. Yeah, I've been playing Pokemon my entire life, so I never really stopped. What kind of games do you play now? Besides Pokemon? Oh, Lord. Will I finally get this shiny soon? I fucking hope so. I'm really starting to lose my mind and my fingers are numb. Chem hunt. Have you been doing it 10 hours like non-stop, or have you done it over a couple of days? A viewer on YouTube is currently watching, or currently playing Marvel Rivals, I believe he said. He's also already gotten all 3 of the fucking shiny starters in this game. Five hours non-stop for 2 days. Today is the 3rd day. Yeah, I went 5 hours non-stop one of these days. Wasn't last Sunday, but it was the Sunday before last Sunday. I streamed for 5 hours. That was really long. But it was a great stream, though. A lot of the current, recurring viewers that I have come from that stream. Hey! Thank you for the follow, my friend. That puts me at my goal of 30 now. Well, I'm doing my ball joints and my tie rod end this weekend. I gotta get up under my truck and look at my oil pan. I'm leaking oil, and I don't think it's a big leak, so it makes me hopeful. But if it's rear main seal, I'm gonna be dropping like a lot, probably like 1.5, 2 grand on fix that. So I'm praying to God that my oil leak is just coming from the actual pan. My oil pan has a big ass dent in it, but no leaks. Yeah, my oil pan has no dents that I know of. I have a leak. I'm Christ, let me talk. I'm praying to God that the leak in my oil pan is just the drain plug and I just need to replace the drain plug. Probably just a seal cracking, pretty easy fix. I'm praying it's something easy, cause like I'll buy a new oil pan if I have to. That's not a problem, but I don't want to have to do the rear main seal. I don't want to have to pay to have that fixed because you got to drop the transmission, the drive shaft. That sounds awful, and also like it's gonna cost me a fortune on labor alone. And you know, it's a Chevy with 160,000 miles on it. I'm afraid they're gonna tell me something's wrong with the fucking transmission when they have to drop it. If I'm being honest, it's most likely the oil pan gasket seal, a tiny crack in the pan, or a messed up drain plug. All easy fixes. I'm praying to God that's all that it is. I'm not missing a large amount of oil or anything, and I've driven 2,000-ish miles on this current oil change, so I'm praying to God, and I'm hoping that it's something small. But unfortunately, I have no idea how long the leak has been there. And the fact that there's no puddles on the ground or anything after having the truck sit for a long time makes me hopeful. Although after this stream, I do need to go out there and put more oil in the truck. It is missing some oil. Ten encounters until I'm completely wrong on my guesses. When I went to have my brakes looked at before I actually changed my brakes, I was like, I went up to a mechanic shop and I was like, hey, do you have time to look at this? Said yes. So they looked at my brakes and then gave me a receipt for $4,200 of everything that needed to be fixed. I've fixed, well, with the ball joints and the tie rod end, I will have fixed half of it for less than half of what they wanted to fix everything at the mechanic shop. So I'm looking to save a lot of money. Dude, swear to God, I felt like the dealership, the Chevy dealership that was across from the mechanic shop, I swear to God, I felt like they would have cited me less or tried to fuck me for less money than the mechanic did. No clue how to fix something. Find a mobile. If have no clue. If I have no idea how to fix something, then I can either ask my dad, my brother, or one of our friends. All three of them have worked on cars extensively in the past. Stream keeps lagging, shake my head. Yeah, my internet has been kind of fucky today, unfortunately. Or the good old YouTube Academy, yeah. After I do my ball joints, I gotta do my shocks and my struts. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream at 2,700 encounters. I would stream longer, but I've got a busy couple of days ahead of me. And I've got to do other things before I go to sleep tonight. I'm gonna end in 2 encounters here. I'll be back tomorrow night though, and I will hopefully stream for longer. I should be able to stream for longer tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. You know, I'm gonna go another 200. I'm gonna go another 25 encounters before ending. And I might go to 2750, but I'm not gonna be able to go much further than that because of how early I gotta be up tomorrow. I gotta be up in 8 hours. Feels like one of these times is gonna be shiny and yep. I've done that before. It sucks. If you feel like that, slow down a little bit. Like actually take in the encounter before you reset. Give yourself another second or two to register that it's not shiny if you feel like that. Please. I've soft reset over encounters before. It fucking blows. Would throw my Switch at a wall? Yeah. When I soft reset over a shiny Bulbasaur, I was laying in my bed playing Leaf Green on my GameCube. Just listening to music, chilling, getting ready to go to bed. Soft reset over it. Some other bad feelings I've had with shiny hunting is having 2 shiny Ralts in a row teleport away from me in under 100 encounters. Yeah, it took me another 700 encounters to get the shiny Ralts back and actually catch it this time. But hey, I gotta say, 3 shiny Ralts in under 1,000 encounters, pretty good. Is just a question out of curiosity, is this your first shiny hunt? Yep, I didn't care about shinies. You're a brave soul doing a 1 in 8,192 shiny hunt as your first. I gotta say that. You are a brave soul. This hunt could take a really long time. I'm in too deep now. No giving up. Yeah, don't give up. Never give up. Because I guarantee you, the next encounter after you give up would have been the shiny. That's the way I look at it. Same thought process I have in the casino. Oh, that's a bad thought process for the casino. That's a bad thought process for the casino. I actually have plans to go to the casino later this year with a bunch of friends. My limit is going to be like a couple $100. Once that's gone, I'm done. I will not be one of those suckers. We set a limit when it comes to actual money. Yeah, for sure. Once I'm playing with house money, there is no limit. But when it comes to my money, yeah, there's a limit. To be honest with you, when I do end up going to the casino, I'll probably only play blackjack. Bet on a color on roulette. Don't play slots. Yep, nope. I have zero interest in playing the slots. My father worked in a casino for quite a while, and I know pretty much like all of the tricks that they use in casinos. Not just because of my father, though. 95% of them are rigged. They're all rigged. The casino obviously doesn't want to lose money, but but lately I've just been pulling Pokemon cards. That's at least a smart investment. You get a lot of shit, but the times that you do hit on certain cards, dude, certain cards are quite a bit of money. I have a card in there that's worth like $133. Ungraded. I bought a $19 box yesterday and got Cynthia's Garchomp worth 200 ungraded. Nice. I have a decent amount of the set of Bolt Black, I think. I think it's either Bolt Black or White Flare that I have a decent amount of. I have a decent amount of that set completed. Most of the cards that I need in that set are secret rares, illustration arts, and all. Do you have the full white Reshiram? No, unfortunately I don't. This will end up being my last encounter for this stream. I'll have to look it up because I actually don't know what that card looks like. Alright. Last encounter for the stream. Thank you guys for start grinding Arceus, bro. I gotta record that before the end of the night. So, yeah. Thank you guys for talking to me and, you know, watching the stream. I will be back tomorrow. See you guys later.